What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am, and today we're going to be asking one very simple question. Do you want to sleep in my van? If you're a smart person, the answer is no, but apparently in New York, there's this guy that's been running a business of renting vans as a camping experience in New York City illegally. And I just felt like talking about it, so that's what we're going to be doing today. Let's get into it. Alright, now, ladies and gentlemen, I think we all know Airbnb is a booming business, okay? People be renting stuff out, trying to get you to pay for it so you can spend your vacations there. But one thing that's always confused me is sometimes Airbnbs are a horrible idea. And apparently in New York, this dude's been renting out vans just parked on the street to people. And people have been paying for it. That's the little bit more of the confusing part. You know, don't get it wrong, I'm not opposed to van life in certain places, but sleeping on the streets of New York doesn't seem like the best place to do it. New York police seize illegal vans that were advertised on Airbnb as cheap glamping experience for $100 a night. Hey, you do have to give a little bit of the credit to the dude who came up with this idea, though. He really was out here hustling. He's like, all right, I have 19 vans from 1984 that don't have registration. What can I do with these to make money? I know, any hipster will pay $100 a night to sleep here. I don't know why they'll do it, but they will. And the craziest part is he wasn't wrong, dude. $100 a night to sleep in an old van illegally parked does not sound like the dream vacation to me. That's the opposite of glamping. Glamping, for those of you that don't know, is basically glamorous camping, and I don't think sleeping on a street in a van anywhere is considered glamorous. 7 illegally documented vans, which had been advertised as cheap rentals for at least 2 years, have been seized by police. The NYC Sheriff's Department posted the news on Twitter, saying its road patrol deputies had been busy impounding the vehicles, which were found on various streets in Manhattan. I'm just saying, for the Sheriff's Department, you know, no disrespect here, but it's probably a little bit more of an insult than a compliment to say that it took your road patrol deputies 2 years to figure out that there were 7 vans illegally being Airbnbs. It's not even like they were trying to hide it, bro. They were advertising it online. Like, come on. This is more embarrassing than it would be like a flex for them. The fact that they were like, we're impounding them. Yeah, it also goes to show you that I could basically run an illegal 7-room hotel as long as I have enough vans in New York for like at least 2 years. At this point, he has to have made his money back. The description of the vans later says that they were like really crappy vans. So, you know, if he's been making $100 a day for the last 2 years, he's probably better off now than he would be even selling the vans. So go ahead and impound it. Honestly, man, like, I don't want this to be happening, but it is hilarious that he somehow managed to be running this business. If he had all these going, $700 a day is nothing to sneeze at. Oh, man. Oh, wow. This is kind of embarrassing, New York. Not for the guy running it, but the cops that it took them 2 years to figure it out. The New York Post reported that the vans, which were advertised on Airbnb for around $100 a night, were touted as a cost-effective way to experience the city. Ads for the van rentals described it as a private room which could accommodate up to 3 people, glamp up in a spacious camper van in New York City, one read. See, I get it. I understand that, you know, people might be a little bit cash-strapped. There's probably not a lot of places in New York City for around $100 a night, but the idea of sharing a van with 3 of my friends just does not sound super fun, bro. Maybe you got friends like that, and if you do, I'm proud of you, you know? You don't need to go down and tell me in the comments, I'd share a van with 3 of my friends. That's fantastic. I'm just saying, there's gotta be a better way to, like, experience New York City than sleeping in a camper van. I'm telling you, right now it's not sounding that bad. A lot of you guys aren't on my side, but just wait. They sent a journalist to stay in one. It changes everything. I love how they say glamp it up in a spacious camper van in New York City, dude. I feel like people have just glamorized camping a little bit too much. I love camping. Don't get it wrong. I enjoy being out in nature. I like it. I've got a tent, you know, I've got all the camping equipment. That being said, dude, let's not kid ourselves and pretend that any metric of sleeping in a van is glamorous, man. Like, all these van life people, life in a van is awesome. It's like, yeah, it's just not. Like, it's nothing personal. I'm sure your van's great or whatever, but it can't be fun to always be sleeping on the side of the road without a toilet, bro. Like, that simply cannot be a super glamorous time. Where do you pee? Do you just pee on the side of the road? So many questions about this camper van. Where is the bathroom? Fox Business reported that a traffic enforcement agent determined that 5 of the vehicles parked in the East Village had long expired registration and number plates, some dated as far back as 2000. Following an investigation by the city's sheriff's office and the NYPD document fraud unit, authorities discovered operation of alleged fraudulent and illegally registered vehicles being used as Airbnb rentals on various streets in Manhattan. Wow, y'all figured out that the van registered in 2000 and not updated since was illegal, and then found it on Airbnb, bro. I love how, and this is nothing wrong. I'm glad they figured it out. I'm glad they stopped it. But I love how, police departments explain what they do. They're like, with a cross-examination investigation by the city sheriff's office and the NYPD documentation fraud unit, we found the vans, the tag was expired, and then looked it up and found it on the internet. But it was a cross-investigation of illegally registered vehicles being used as fraudulent Airbnb rentals. Like, the way that they describe it is just so much more intense. I get it. You got to convince the people that, it's a lot of hard work out there, bro. But in this particular situation, this particular one, not every instance, I'm not talking about everything else, this had to have been a pretty easy nut to crack. You know what I mean? As far as nuts go, if each nut is a case, this one's pretty easy. They were advertising it openly on the internet. It's not like they were doing a very good job of keeping it on the down low. What if the real way that they found it out was like one of the cops just rented one and wasn't happy with the experience, so he decided to blow the whistle on the whole thing and get it shut down? If you don't reimburse me, you're gonna regret it, pal. I'll shut down your whole operation. Upton Saidi, a California-based journalist and video creator, said he was initially sold on the idea of glamping and enjoying van life for just $97, but upon arrival, he had several concerns. He told the Post that the key to the van, which was left in the lockbox, could not start the engine. The vehicle also had a parking ticket when he arrived, and he described his stay as awful and smelly, adding that you have people literally outside walking and talking and cars trying to parallel park next to you all night long. What did I say? It's almost like glamping isn't really possible on the streets of New York City. I'm not even saying that it's dangerous or dirty. It's just the busiest city on the planet. I've got a feeling trying to sleep on the side of the roads probably doesn't go that well for you. You know what I mean? It's called the city that never sleeps for a reason. You thought you were going to get a good night's sleep in the van? You also just know that these vans had to have been smelly. If they hadn't been registered since the early 2000s and they'd been being used as a camping spot, can you imagine how much milk has been spilt on those seats, or people have just chain smoked cigarettes in there over the years? I'm sure you start linking all those smells together of hundreds of strangers coming and making different messes inside of your little van thing, and that'd probably smell pretty atrocious. I'm just shocked that the people in the neighborhood didn't report this sooner, bro. There's just a different dude jumping out of a van every morning. You would think that would get reported sooner, and the fact that it's obviously an Airbnb. But yeah, I'm not surprised that staying in one of these sucks. No matter how much you pay me, I'm simply just not sleeping in a van on the side of the street in New York City. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, I'd really appreciate you taking a second to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought. And, of course, turn on those notifications. Other than that, if you want to help me out, intro song can be found down below, along with a link to my podcast, The Scuffed Cast. And if you use code Scrubae at the G Fuel checkout, you get yourself a discount. Other than that, Halloween is here, so I got the Halloween merch, as you can see on your screen. Very swagtastic. Link will be down below. Be sure to pick it up. And, on that note, guys, that'll do it. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.